Hey guys, what's up? It's Jaime here. Okay, so as you can probably tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the vision board I actually made for this year. This is my first time ever making a vision board. Making vision boards was something I kind of always said I was going to do, but have never actually done it before. And then I found out that on Canva, so if you don't know what Canva is, it's basically like I don't know, what does one call Canva? I'm not sure like the best way to probably encapsulate what Canva like fully is, but it's basically like, I'd like to think of it as kind of like a hub of like graphic design. It's what I use to make my YouTube thumbnails, is what I use to do like little edits. I use it to like make my end cards and things like that. I use it to make like my my channel banner, all kinds of stuff like that. But yeah, and so it's just, you can use it for a lot of different like graphic design stuff. And so I recently found out that Canva has like a bunch of templates. Not all of them are free, so Canva's free to use, but you can get like extra stuff if you, what is it, subscribe to Canva Premium, I think it is, Canva Pro, something like that. Some variation of that. And you get like access to like more stuff. But they have a bunch of even just like free templates for like vision boards, and I was like, sweet, because I had never even really thought about doing like a vision board like digitally. Like every time I said I was gonna do a vision board, I was thinking I was just gonna like go out and like buy a poster board and like do it that way. But this way, it's just like with me all the time on my laptop, which is cool. But yeah, so the reason why I wanted to make a vision board is because, well, I'm not really like I don't really believe in like doing like New Year's resolutions or like anything like that. And that's mostly because I'm a very anxious person, and so like if I am like unable to like meet every single goal, like if I have like if I like make a list of goals and I'm not able to meet all of them, it's gonna stress me out. If I can't check everything off of the list, it's gonna really stress me out. And I also just think that, I mean, personally for me, I just feel like I think resolutions are great for some people. Like if you like doing them, like that's totally fine for you. But for me personally, I'd much rather just kind of set like goals that don't need to be like met within the year, but just kind of are goals that I'm going to be continuously working towards for however long it may be. And also I like pictures. That's why I made a vision board. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to show you my vision board before I ramble on anymore. So I imagine I probably put the vision board like here. I mean, editing Jaime will figure it out, but it'll be here. I mean, this is the vision board. But yeah, so it's pretty simple. Again, this was like my first time making a vision board, and I was using the template provided by Canva, so it's like it's pretty like simplistic, but I really like it. So I guess kind of to explain the pictures on the vision board, so like one of just like my big goals for this year, but also for many years to come, is just to be working more on like my independent projects. I touched on it kind of briefly in my current projects video that I did, but that kind of only like scratched the surface. Like I have like loads and loads and loads of independent projects that I'm currently working on, and I'm really excited because I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm almost a junior in college. Like this is the second semester of my sophomore year. So like before you know it, I'm gonna be graduating college, and once I'm out of college, it'll really allow me to kind of focus more on my independent projects, but also even within college. Like, I'm really excited. Again, this is something I very briefly touched on in my my current projects video, but around like my junior and senior years, I'm actually going to be using one of my independent projects to kind of fulfill it's a school requirement, like a requirement for my major, but it's gonna be really exciting to kind of like take something that I've been working on personally and like share it with other people, even though it's still kind of like in its like pre-production stages. So I'm really excited about that. Also, speaking of which, okay, I'm not really gonna go into it because I'm not sure if it's gonna happen yet, but it might, and if it does, that'll be really exciting. I am potentially I have something in the works of something that I've written potentially being staged at my old high school, which again, this is nothing set in stone. Yeah, it might not happen, but if it does happen, that'd be really exciting. I'd be really excited about that because the thing that I wrote is also kind of one of like the many like independent projects that I've been working on for the past God knows how many years. So it would be really cool if that actually happens. So hopefully everything works out. If not, forget I ever said that. Forget I ever said this. But yeah, so it's just kind of a goal of mine to like, and again, this is not like a confined to like 1 year, because I'm gonna be continuing to pursue this goal for the years to come. But I'm really excited about the stuff that I have planned, and that's why I put it on the vision board of like it's really cool how like some of the stuff that I'm like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like the independent projects I'm working on, some of them are starting to like come into fruition. But yeah, so that's really exciting. Okay, so the next kind of thing to touch on with the vision board, so with like in the previous clip, I have on the picture in the vision board, there's a particular picture that was done by my good friend Holly, who is known as Holly_OWO on Instagram. Did that art for me. That's from Mission to Mars, which I talked about in my current projects video. But like the next thing I want to talk about, and I guess what kind of the pictures that kind of have to do with this in the vision board, is I want to get better at editing. So as you see, I have like my hard drive, which I'm really excited. Like I got the hard drive that's in the vision board. I didn't have the hard drive at the point when I first made this vision board. I'm really excited now. I feel like that was like really exciting. A really exciting big girl purchase of like oh my gosh, am I a YouTuber? I'm like a real YouTuber now. Because you know, like that's like the rugged hard drive that like all the YouTubers use. Like I'm sure if you guys watch as much YouTube and other YouTubers as I do, like you've seen that hard drive at least once. So it's very exciting. It's really cool. But yeah, and I also have is that from I think it's from my recent video of me reacting to my very first theory video, but that's like within the Splice app, which is what I use to edit my videos. So the next kind of like goal that's kind of like portrayed in my vision board is I really want to get better at editing. I've been really excited to come back to YouTube and to kind of start to like just kind of like try out new things and see what kind of is like working, what isn't, and stuff like that after being gone for so long. And one of the things I really want to get better at is editing. I definitely, that's something that's something I've always wanted to learn. But I've only ever known like very bare bones editing. Like I've only known like the very, very, very basics of editing. and that's all I've ever done for these videos, which is fine. Like, I feel like I've been able to get by with just that, but I also kind of want to try some new things out and see, again, like what works and what doesn't. But I'm really excited because I feel like I've mentioned this at some point, but I'm actually taking a digital filmmaking class this semester, and we're gonna learn editing, which I'm really excited to learn. I'm very excited. I've never had like I've never taken a class or anything to like learn about editing and whatnot, so I'm really excited to, like, I don't know, because YouTube is definitely something I want to try to I guess just like overall like get better at, because I have like so many fun ideas like planned, but I want to make sure I have the editing chops to carry out those ideas. Okay, and so the next thing that I want to talk about, also just another side note, I should have said it in the clip of me talking about my independent projects. The other picture that's on the, well, I guess it's almost like a vision board in and of itself, but that you can see like within the vision board, with like all the like the clothing stuff. That's a character from one of the projects that I'm working on, which again kind of ties back into the whole me wanting to spend more time working on my independent projects. But anyway, the next thing I kind of want to talk about is how, if you look at the vision board, you'll see that there's like a little like kind of like picture of like some music, some like music notes and stuff, and like sheet music. The sheet music, that's the word I was looking for. So as you may know, you may remember, if you've been following me for a long time, my channel used to be called Raven the Singing Nerd, which was because, well, I'm a nerd and I love all kinds of nerdy stuff and I love talking about nerdy stuff, but also because the singing part was because I used to do covers on this channel. And I'm not gonna not do covers anymore. I'll do them at some point. The problem is, like, because I've been like so busy with school, it's like trying to like learn songs is very, like, I've been learning songs, but for me to like really focus on like learning songs and like memorizing them, so that I can like make a cover of them, is like not really feasible for me right now. And again, because I'm so busy with school and work and just like all kinds of things, so it's like that hasn't really been something I've been really able to do. But I do want to make cover videos again. There are lots of songs I want to cover that I really love, and I think could be fun to do covers of. But so my goal going forward is I really just kind of want to kind of improve as a singer. So I did chorus throughout elementary school, middle school, high school. I also did like solo festivals throughout like elementary school, middle school, and high school. I'm not like currently doing like any choir or chorus or anything right now, again, just because like my schedule hasn't really allowed it, but I am going to be taking chorus junior year, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, so I really just kind of overall just want to get better as a singer. I want to, because I know that like I know that I can sing, but I want to improve. I want to get better, because like for one thing, like my breath support is absolute garbage. It's shit. It's so bad. So like that's definitely something that I want to like work on and improve to become just a better singer, for no other reason other than the fact that I just want to, because I love music. I really do love singing, and even though it's not what I chose to pursue like career-wise, like it's just something I love to do. So I just, you know, I just want to try to, I want to get better at it, just for me, you know, not for anybody else, just for me. Okay, and so the last thing you've probably been staring at it this whole time, and you probably recognize that book because I've talked about it and its author many times on this channel. Honestly, it's remarkable like how many times I've been able to like weave Joanne into my videos. I'm telling you guys, like, I literally love her. I am so obsessed with her. She's the greatest. I literally love her so much. Anyway, so the last thing on kind of like my vision board, last goal, like major goal that I want to kind of focus on is I want to learn, I want to make something from the Korean vegan cookbook. I really don't know how to cook or bake or anything, but I want to learn, and I feel like what better place to start than the cookbook of my favorite person in the world, Joanne Molinaro. But yeah, so like that's something I've been, ever since I got the book, I've been saying I was gonna do and haven't gotten around to it yet. And like I've read the whole cookbook like cover to cover, but I haven't, like, obviously I haven't made anything from it yet. But they're definitely, like, as I was going through it, I was like, oh, this is something I'd like to make. This is something I like to make, like, you know, like making like mental notes of like what I want to make. But yeah, so that's just kind of like, in comparison, I feel like that's kind of like a little bit of a smaller thing, but that's something I wanted to include because, again, I've never really like tried to like really cook or bake something before. I've made cupcakes before, but that was with my brother, and honestly he was doing most of the work. I was just kind of like helping because I'm just like, I don't know. But yeah, so that's something I definitely want to work on. Also just like, I guess like cooking in general, because, you know, a life skill. Right now I can kind of get away with it because I'm in college and I just kind of stick shit in the microwave, but like I don't want to be living off of, you know, microwave foods for the rest of my life, you know. So good life skill that I would like to I'd like to learn, preferably sooner than later. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know down below in the comments what you're like, if, first of all, if you've ever made a vision board. Do you like making vision boards? I'd also love to know what are your like goals. They don't, again, necessarily have to be like resolutions, because at least in my mind I very much associate like resolutions with like New Year's resolutions, but just like any goals that you have that like for this year or the coming years, because even though this is like my vision board for like 2022, like a lot of these things I'm sure I'll be putting on my vision board, like my vision boards going forward, that I make in the coming years. So it's like I don't, to me, I feel like when we're like making any kind of like list of goals, regardless of like what that format might be, I just feel like, you know, like complete them at your own pace. Like it doesn't have to, they don't all need to have like super hard deadlines. Sometimes they do, but like they don't always need to. So yeah, but let me know, and thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.